I'm Miguel. The month of December has been absolutely huge for me on my channel, Big Cal's World, because I've been pumping out so much content. A video a day, for starters. My Mini NES mini reviews, the Nintendo Mini Classic that was released. Doing little mini reviews, just like a minute and a half long for every single game. So all 30 games, one a day for 30 days. Then on the 31st, I'm planning on doing a video talking about the actual console, just giving my overall thoughts. So that's pretty big, mainly because most people, when they do things like this, will have all the content already finished, ready to upload every day anyway, or even upload them all at once and schedule them. Me, I only came up with the idea about 3 days before December, so I'm always a little bit behind. I'll do 4 or 5 at once, get started, upload them, and then I'll forget to do another 5 or so. So right now, I actually have to, when I finish this, excuse me, when I finish this, I have to go upstairs and actually record and edit the video that's going online today. My earliest gaming memory is playing Super Mario Bros. On the NES at my granddad's house with my granddad and my brother. So, yeah, that's it, mate. Nothing special. Most people sort of have that, around my age, have that same kind of memory, playing Super Mario Bros. On the NES. That's just what we did. It's always funny to always hear that, the NES wasn't that popular over here in Europe compared to America. It was the Sega Master System over here. I didn't know about the Sega Master System till years later. It turns out some of my friends had them. So I didn't know. I never played them when I went to a friend's house or anything. It was weird. So yeah, just awesome times playing that. Favourite console is a very tough question because I love so many consoles. I mean, the NES was the one that I had when, I was a kid. I have memories of playing that. The Super Nintendo, love the Super Nintendo again, memories of playing that as a kid. The PlayStation 1 was the first console that was all mine. Me and my brother shared the NES and the SNES, and then when it came to Christmas this particular year, he got the N64 to himself and rarely let me play it because he's a bastard. And I got the PS1 all to myself, and the PS1 just a fantastic console, so many amazing games on it. Crash Bandicoot 2, Driver 2, Toy Story 2, Grand Theft Auto 2. It was great for sequels, for starters. Just a ton of great games. So I think I would probably go with that, especially over some of the later consoles, the GameCube, the PS2, the PS3, the original Xbox, the PSP, the Wii, the Wii U. Even though I love all those consoles and I own them, I think I have to go back to just the PS1 and the sheer amount of amazing games it has. I was really at that age where I could finally appreciate what I was doing when I was playing compared to the early years with the NES and the SNES. And it's the console that I've managed to keep as well all this time. The NES and the SNES got sold. They got sold on, basically the NES got sold with games so we could upgrade to a SNES. The SNES got sold for whatever reason at the time. But the PS1 is mine. I still own my original one from 1997. It still works, and I still own a good chunk of the original games that I had. So yeah, hands down the PS1 will have to be my favourite console, and Twisted Metal 2 is my favourite game on that console. Games for all the consoles I own, really. They're the ones that I just mentioned in the last one. NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, soon to be 3DS, planning on picking one up soon. PS1, PS2, PS3, PSP, and original Xbox, and the Sega Mega Drive. Got one a couple of months ago, never had one before, never really played one much before, so that's something else I'm starting to collect. As far as games and things like that, what I'm collecting, I'm not going for a full collection of anything, that's not me. I just collect the games I want, mainly. So my collection much smaller than a lot of other people's because I'm not collecting absolutely everything. I don't have room for starters for, you know, like 50 million bleeding shitty sports titles on the PS2, nor do I want to own them because I will never play them. The only thing I really am trying to collect in full, which is still a pretty big task, is all the wrestling games. A huge wrestling fan, or at least I was. Don't watch current stuff, but wrestling games, I've amassed a nice collection over the years now. I've got around 80 something, I think. And at the moment I'm sticking to just consoles that I own and games on the consoles I can play, so imports and things like that. The only Japanese ones I've been getting at the moment are for the Super Nintendo because I can play those with the adapter. So I've got, you know, the Fire Pro series and things like that. Obviously there are just normal, you know, Famicom games for the original NES that I can't play currently, so I'm not been looking at any of those. There's some for the N64, not bothered about those just yet. Just collecting the ones that I can actually play right now. So I'm missing maybe around 30 to 40 at the minute. A lot of them are kind of the same versions, like the SmackDown vs Raw series, but on different consoles and things like that. So I'm not really in a rush to get those just yet because I own them on other consoles, but one day I will collect them for absolutely everything. And out of nowhere, without really trying, I started collecting Star Wars games. Again, I just seem to like amass a collection of these things. Mainly sort of like, you know, PS2, Xbox, GameCube era, and then I ended up with the Super Nintendo ones, and you know, a couple of others here and there, especially on the PC, got quite a few there. And so, you know, if I see a Star Wars game that I don't own, it's a good price, I will pick it up. My favourite video game memory sort of goes back to my earliest gaming memory, really, of playing Super Mario Bros. At my granddad's house with my granddad and my brother. Back then, parents both working full-time jobs, so we would go to my granddad's after school, and on weekends when they were working as well, so we had his NES set up there. And, you know, we would play Super Mario Bros. 99% of the time on that. And my granddad, he'd had to retire early due to back injuries, so he was at home all day with a NES and a copy of Super Mario Bros. So me and my brother would come home from school, we'd load up Super Mario Bros. And my granddad would show us, you know, a new secret he found, a new secret vine, and a new warp zone area, and he was absolutely fantastic at it. And you know, I love thinking back, you know, watching him play that game and how great he was. As good as I am now at Super Mario Bros, I'm still nowhere near as good as he was back then. So yeah, very good memories of playing the original Super Mario Bros with my granddad and brother back then. Any games that I buy with the intention of playing them at some point. But because I might buy, say, 10 or 15 at once sometimes, you know, some cheap PS2 games, that's when they start becoming a collection, but I buy them all with the intention of at some point playing them. I do tend to play all the games I get, even if it's just for a few minutes, just to test them firstly that they work and to record game footage for a pickups video. But yeah, even if that's the only time I get to play them for a while, they do get played, and I do buy them with the intention of one point down the line sitting down and playing the game fully, or at least as much as I can, depending on how good or bad it is. Because some of the games, you know, I don't know if they're going to be bad when I buy them, and they might be, but you know, they interested me enough to buy them and want to play them. I genuinely don't understand the need for just collecting them to sit on a shelf and look at them. What's the point? Games are meant to be played. You know, you can have a collection of 10,000 games if you want, that's great, but for the love of God, play them.
Okay, so this is Miguel, and I'm now going to be playing 1943. Crikey, if you don't press the start button, it certainly likes to go away. Okay, let's start. This is my first time ever playing it. So what have we got here? Some points to power up. Probably want to put them all in defense. How do I do it? B. Is this okay? It'll do. Okay, let's go. Okay, can't hold in to shoot, so I'm going to keep tapping. That's going to hurt my finger. Okay. Never normally very good at shoot 'em ups. I do enjoy them, I'm just normally pretty bad at them. I can only ever get so far. So, yeah, I doubt I'll get the high score here. Big plane. Power. Ooh, scattershot. Now this is more like it. Like shoot 'em ups with lots of different abilities. I think I just took a hit. That's not good. And again. Man, it only lasted a short time. It's no fun. Die, you big green bugger. There we go. I'm certainly doing better than expected. I was expecting to die after about 10 seconds, so there's that. God, these are shooting back at me. That's not fair. I mean, okay, it is, but it's not the point. What did that do? Nothing that I could tell. Okay. It's a very fun game. Oh, did I die? No, what? Oh, okay, no, continue. Yeah, very fun game, I would like to own it. Did it come out in PAL regions though? I'm not entirely sure if it did or not. I've never seen it in the wild, but I suppose I've never really looked for it either, so maybe I have. Would have been a nice addition to the NES Mini Classic as well, really. Would have been better than, was it Gradius? Was it Gradius? I'm forgetting which two. There was two on it, weren't there? No, I can't remember which is which. Got to the boss and died immediately. Yeah, that's typical. Well, that was really fun. Probably a terrible score, but there you go.
It was very fun being here. Thank you to Al for inviting me. Check out his channel, Chasing HappiNES, is on YouTube and VidMe. If you want to check out any of my stuff, I'm Big Cal's World, pretty much everywhere, VidMe, YouTube, just search, you'll find me. And of course bigcalsworld.co.uk, my website where all my content goes, video and written.